Well, hello everyone, it's Grandpa Hickory. Welcome to my video. I've been in the kitchen cooking, and I've been washing dishes and doing things, and I just like I normally do each and every day. I want to welcome you to my video, and today's video is on when a man displays controlling behavior. Now, this is a motivational video, and I want everyone to know that I'm not trying to offend anybody. All I'm trying to do is to point out things to each and every one of you and to make you more aware of this behavior that is actually dangerous. And this is what brings law enforcement in. It's what brings child protective services in, which I'm sorry, people, but I got to let you in the know. The Child Protective Services are a Democrat-formed organization placed in all the Democrats ruling in each and every citizen, city in the United States of America. That's why you have Democratic judges, you have Democratic district attorneys. They have been working since John Fitzgerald Kennedy, they had him murdered. And they started their one world agenda. They began force busing, hoping that they could start a racial war between whites and blacks so that they could declare martial law. They could come in and arrest and start killing off American citizens that know about the Constitution of the United States of America. And they could brainwash the children, which they've already been doing since 1964. They brought in their one world agenda. But let me explain to you, when a man displays controlling behavior. Now, I'm going to give you an example. Right across from me, this apartment right across from me, there is a man. He's in his late 20s. He's married. He's got 3 children. He does not work a job. I suspect the man is involved in drug dealing and selling of drugs. The man is definitely an addict. He has lost so much weight. He's 6'1", and he weighs approximately 94 pounds. Now you can understand, and I want you to see this. Now I want this to be in your mind. Just picture this. A 6'1", skinny, scrawny man with a loud, filthy, cussing mouth. This man often comes right out here in front of my apartment. He opens the front door and slams the door. He opens the front door and slams the door. He opens the front door and slams the door. This goes on for about 15 minutes straight. He does this around 1:30 to 3 o'clock in the morning on the weekends because he gets so hyped up on his drugs that he goes literally berserk. Now, a lot of you may say, well, why don't you turn him into the police? Well, people, I have had dealings in the past where when I told the police something, they went directly to that person and said, so-and-so said that you're doing this. Your neighbor right over there said you're doing this. I had tires cut on my car. I had the side mirrors of my car busted out. I had such bad problems, I had to move out of that housing complex that I moved into renting. Apartment complex. You have to be careful with these kind of people. This is when a man displays controlling behavior. Now, this man here, I'm not going to mention his name, I'm just giving you this as an example so you understand what I'm talking about. He's got a wife. They've had 3 children. Well, he got to look at her one day and he got to thinking, I got to do something. He's out there walking back and forth, talking on his phone to somebody. I guess it's one of his drug people that he has dealings with. The man don't work a job. He makes his wife work and he lives off his mother. He's in the apartment right straight across from me. He doesn't work. He cusses his mother and screams and rants and raves for like an hour and a half to 2 hours, like between the hours of 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock in the morning on the weekends, because he goes berserk. But let me tell you what he decided he was going to do. One day he was out here talking on the cell phone. Well, he made his wife. Did you hear what I said? He made his wife go and have body markings put all over himself. Now, Philippines, the enemies of the people of Israel, the enemies that hate God and despise God, they had what's called body markings. Okay? Okay, people nowadays, they call it tattoos. Well, he had his wife tattooed so bad. That poor little woman's got body markings all over her body. She actually looks like a freak. But see, he wanted to do something to ruin her. This is when a man displays controlling behavior. Now, he's got 3 little tiny children. I think the oldest, I think, is 5, 6, maybe 7 years old. But he screams and cusses and hollers at those children, and it is a crying shame. He screams and cusses his mother. He's living off her. See, we're in a senior community. There's not supposed to be children here. And that's one of the stipulations in the lease that you sign, is that you're not allowed to have more than just you renting the apartment that you're renting in. You're the only one that's allowed to reside, to live in that apartment. Well, he's been living off her for years. I mean, the boy's never been on his own. He is a misfit like you would not believe, and people, that's bad. Men, actually, and he's been beating his wife. He's ran her off. Another neighbor came and told me that, Grandpa, he's run his wife off again. She's having to live with her mother. Well, now, people, let me tell you something. These things ought not to be. And I've tried to talk to the man. I tried, and I see that there's no reaching the man. He is so bound, literally, by evil, by demons, that you can't reach him. And see, when a person takes strong drugs, narcotics, they become numbed to senses, and they cannot reason. They get where they cannot communicate with other people, and they get what is called tendencies, violent tendencies, and then suicidal tendencies. And these are the things that happen. And just to all you young men that are looking at my channel, I have quite a few subscribers in their 20s and 30s. If you have a wife or you're going to get married, treat that woman with respect. Marriage is a team. You become a team. And did you know that the Word of God, King James Version, the Bible actually states in the King James Version of the Bible that a man that findeth a wife findeth a good thing and obtaineth favor of the Lord. He actually obtains favor from the Most High God. When a man finds a wife, it is a good thing. It's not someone that is to be beat down, yelled and screamed at, and them poor little children, they don't know what to do. They're constantly screamed and yelled at. People, these things ought not be. And if you try to intervene, just like I know a lot of police officers. We've had this conversation because I have a prayer ministry, and I've tried to help men that had these extreme violent tendencies and wanted total control over other people. You see, I realize that these are very insecure individuals. Now, you don't want to make fun of them. You don't put them down. The best thing to do is pray for these people and consider it. consider your own selves. Don't judge somebody. Don't put them down. Pray for those people, and of all things, avoid these people. But it's a very sad situation when a man displays controlling behavior. Hit the like button, subscribe. I'm Grandpa Hickory. I'll see you on the next video. Men, honor your wives because they become the mothers of your children, and in so doing, they make you become a daddy, and you become a grandfather, a grandpa, and you have great-grandchildren. Remember, you're supposed to live happily ever after, as best as you can, as what's in you. Strive to do the right things. I'll see all you wonderful people in the next video. Goodbye from Texas.